on another fantastic sucker-free Thursday evening. Yes, I know that I am normally your late night host. However, we just got tons of information that we cannot release. It's impossible. You know how the Bible says, my cup runneth over? Yes, my cup has runneth over with information, despite the fact that my ex-wife said that I am full of useless information. Yeah, she told me that. In New York City. She said that the information that I have is useless. Do you hear me? But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the download that you get from the universe, from God, Jehovah, Allah, whatever you want to call him or her, okay? Whatever your download is, that's your download. No one can tell you that you did not receive it or did receive it from the universe. No one can tell you that. But when you do download, people will say that you're crazy. And we're not crazy. Because it is outside the sphere of their thinking. And we get downloads, it's spiritual versus thinking. 100. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. I missed you all yesterday. I really did. And why did I miss you? Because I was having an episode. I had an episode of a meltdown. Dealing with AdSense. You know, the Google AdSense. Now, when I went to my WordPress, yeah, I got WordPress. But the WordPress and the image that they were giving me, my dashboard is not like theirs. I wonder why. Was it because I didn't do the premium dashboard? I don't know. You know, hey, people like all on YouTube, these content creators that have like the same amount of subscribers that I got, or some a little less. And they talk about how they're receiving their checks from YouTube. I got one check from YouTube in 10 years. I even offered to pay someone to do the AdSense for me. All of you black conscious community self-haters talking about you black power. I ask for help. I just need one specific thing done. Just one. Even after the fact that I've tried to donate whatever funds that I had, which they didn't know, they never got back to me. None of them. Hassan Campbell, General Seti, Umar Johnson, House of Consciousness. No one got back to me. But they black power. Ironically, Benjamin Muhammad, yes, Ben Muhammad, and, Riza Muhammad. They never responded to me either. And they are supposed to be my brothers. in the struggle. You know what I've learned on YouTube? And I'm going to quote the words of King Oz and Hassan Campbell. There are no friends on YouTube. Even if you are working to donate something to their pockets, they are not willing to help you. Now, I see other videos on YouTube where you have Jackpot Johnny. Yeah, Jackpot Johnny. And you have Lady Luck, and you have Dude Luck. And you know what they do? They put their friends on. They put their friends on. Black people in America on YouTube are not trying to help another black YouTuber get on. Not even for a 10-minute conversation to see if they can get something added to their donation pot. Nothing is for free. Nothing. And General Setti. Yes, General Setti is another one. All of this black power, and unity with the black people. But General Setti, Hassan Campbell, and all of these rest of these big YouTubers that I mentioned, yes, big YouTubers, even Tabitha, I don't want no relationship with you. I'm trying to get information here. They say that Matt Parr, the big YouTuber of YouTube, is my YouTube helper. I can't get a response from him. I just need to get over this veil hurdle. The veil hurdle. Like it's a thin line between love and hate. Yeah. This is what I'm going through right now. And the other day, I had a meltdown. So no, I didn't do a live last night. I didn't upload nothing. I did a short, but I had to take it down. It was a horrible day. Do any of you, what they call small YouTubers, small content creators, have days like that? When you just crash, I've been doing this, like I said, for over 10 years. And I will say that the past 5, 6, or 7, I've been working to get my act together. Yeah. And it's no easy journey. No. They don't make it easy for you. It's not like, you get all of these subscribers and you get all of these likes. No. Rome wasn't built in a night. Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. But goddamn, man, I've been here 10 years. But you know what? I figured my strategy out. I have finally figured my strategy out after 10 years. But 6, 7 years being consistent or trying to be consistent. Consistent means every day. And I'm going to be here every day, just like Ralph Smart. I'm going to be in your face every day, bringing you content like Ralph Smart. There are a lot of YouTubers that encourage me, that sends me subliminal messages, like General Seti, like Hassan Campbell. Everybody that's out there in the chat room, I want to say thank you for being here, because you could have been doing something else with someone else, even if you had to do it by yourself. And we know how sometimes being by yourself, doing things by yourself, is more productive than with someone else, depending upon the situation and the companionship that you need at that time. But sometimes you need to be by yourself. One big YouTuber told me that I want them to hold my hand as we walk through this journey. No, I asked for one thing, just one, that I'm willing to pay for to get me over the hurdle. And niggas don't want to do that. But I find a whole other section of a people, whether they're Caucasian people, whether they're Chinese people or Japanese people, these people try to help other people get on. But you know what? My strength, my power, my help comes from the universe. Comes from the universe. Not you. You know, it's just like the story in the Bible, you know, where you had the Hebrews, and they were like, we need a king, we need a leader. When they had someone telling them that the only person or energy that they need is God. Yeah, I know that the Jewish community control YouTube, control ABC, NBC, CBS. They got their hands full, okay? And everything that you watch and see. And they believe in God too. And I believe in God. God is going to place me where I need to be, and the people that need to help me with what I need to be helped with. Despite the fact that I'm supposed to have this big YouTuber, Matt Parr, to help me. Let me get into this here. Who we got out there? Wow. Harper Murphy. What's up, man? Ill, ha ha ha. 23, whatever. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. You know, like the video. Yo, bro. Drink water. Oh, we got lots of water here. We got lots of water right here. You know, spring water. Spring water. That's right. We got phones in the basement, you dig? Ringing. That's right. Right now, you are in my castle. In the basement. Not a garage, but in the basement. Doing big things, big ideas, bringing you all big content, big information, something that you can apply to your life. I know that there are historical sages on YouTube that fills your mind with history, and that is good. I love history. History is the best qualifier for all research. That's what Elijah Muhammad told us. However, this big YouTuber or, you know. He got like 60,000 subscribers, which I am hoping to reach. And right now, I don't know if you want to call him a small or a big or in between. When do you become big in YouTube? When you get 100,000 subscribers? But I guess it depends upon the content that you bring. I've learned a lot in these past years. Not days, not months, not weeks, but years. And maybe it's my time right now. Woo-hoo. But needless to say, all of the YouTubers that's out there that help inspire me, that kept me going, that fed me, even though they did not answer me personally, I want to say thank you. Papa Duck, Marietta Coleman, man, it's a whole lot of people. It's a whole lot of people that's not master teachers, but just everyday content creators. When you watch their struggle, that encourage you to be the best version of yourself. As in the words of Ralph Smart, can I get a hello? We're having a fantastic time here. And if this is your first time chiming in to this channel, we ask that you do what? Subscribe, like, and share. That's it. We understand that people are under an economic, crisis right now. If you can, join the membership. We have a gold membership and a silver membership. I haven't had any people join, so I haven't really had any content that I would really want to put out there to give you. But I do have content, but I don't have no memberships. It makes no sense to give the membership content when you don't have no members. So I give you my place right now. I give you your membership right now on this LIVE. However, you do have super chats. We do have super thanks. We just thank you all for being in the building. At some point, it gets to whereas it's not about money. Even though YouTube is a business. Yes, Hassan Campbell taught me that YouTube is a business. And he didn't teach that to me personally. He taught me that through his videos. I learned a lot from Hassan Campbell. I may not agree with everything that he says, but he has taught me a lot through his videos, just like General Seti has taught me a lot through his videos. So I send my shots out to those YouTubers and Papa Duck and Dan Calloway. I know that YouTube may not appreciate me giving these shots out to these YouTubers who have gave their lives for this. YouTube is real serious, man. It's a business. And I have not mastered that business. So anybody that can help me along my journey, I got Ralph Smart. I got to consult with a one-on-one consultation with him. Nino Brown, every time I call him, he don't ever answer his phone. Don't reply to emails. Nino Brown. Yeah, another big YouTuber. This is what I'm talking about. Like I said, I see other sections of a people on YouTube that help their people who look like them get on. But I can't find nobody to help me get on. So I have to rely on the universe. And from my experience dealing with life, ups and downs, trials and tribulations, in the end, God, universe, Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah, El, not Jesus now, because Jesus is the Son, but he's not God. Even he had to say, I represent the Father. He didn't say I come to represent myself. He represented God. And God is all I got. So all of you people that's out there like Matt Parr, who is my YouTube helper, you know, the big YouTuber, the young guy that's the millionaires, you know, he's a millionaire and got over 12 channels. He is supposed to be my YouTube helper. I'm going to leave that alone. These people that come to you on YouTube, that's big YouTubers like Matt Parr and the other dude. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Don't have to say their name. They are millionaires. Yet they want you to buy into their product, into their theology of YouTube, but won't answer you. But yet and still, they want you to have this money up front. You can't get money if we don't have no money. But if you can help us get money, maybe we can give you money. Am I making any common sense? It's like a sucker game. Just like going to work every day, you know? They want you to invest money that you don't have, but they are your helper to help you get somewhere. But yet they're charging you, not understanding what you don't have to give them, but it can be arranged to be that way. Like I said, I had a meltdown yesterday on AdSense. You know, they give you all of these videos that you can watch and all of that. It don't work that way, especially if you don't know HTML. Or if you're new to WordPress. I understand that Rome was not built overnight. But when you can't even find YouTubers to help you, that you are willing to donate to their cause that won't help you, that call themselves Black Power, looking out for the people, talking about unity, they're out for themselves, not to help you. But I only find that in a certain section of a people. It kills me every day. But you know what? I'm going to keep uploading. I'm going to keep doing lives. Because when the universe says action, can't nobody say cut. Shouts out to Nino Brown. Even though you won't help no motherfucker. Sorry about the language. But that's just keeping it a buck. They out for themselves. They are not for the masses of people or people who are striving to be in a position that they are in. Not that they want their position. Everybody should have their own lane. I got my own lane that I'm working to establish, but I need some help along the way. My dad told me before he passed that you can't live in this world by yourself. But when you living with a people who are selfish and doesn't care anything about other people, we're in bad shape. We're in bad shape. Not only as a certain section of a people, but society. We are in a bad place right now. You got people on drugs. You got people robbing people, carjacking people, murdering people. You don't even know if you can trust your own next door neighbor or your boyfriend or girlfriend, just like this incident that took place in Naperville, Illinois, where the young man stabbed his pregnant girlfriend to death. It's rough out here, especially in the Big Windy. It's rough out here. Concrete jungle, city of gangsters, Shutdown. But before we get to Shutdown, we got some other stories for you, okay? Like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, you know, the female rapper, whom Donald Trump boasts as the richest female rapper ever. That's what Donald Trump boasted. After Nicki Minaj brought his $1 million gold card, let me get some water here. Let me get some water here. Y'all know that phone ring. We ain't got nothing to do with that right now. Most people who ring that phone, we don't know them. Most people who's ringing that phone, we don't know them. You see? But it is important for you to keep a landline. Make sure you keep a landline. The grid can go down at any time. At any time. And you're lost without communication with a real phone versus a cell phone, which is nothing but a jail cell phone. Yeah, cell phone. Keep you in jail. Thanks, Mo. Make sure you all hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. But getting back to Nicki Minaj, I'm going to get to the comment section in one hot second after Nicki Minaj, and I hope you all have just maybe a minute or two patience with me, okay? So that I can acknowledge who you are and give you shots out, okay? Nicki Minaj, who was facing deportation back to Trinidad, Jamaica. She got so thirsty with her rich self, very wealthy, very rich. She could have went back to Trinidad and enjoyed the beautiful waters of Trinidad. But Americans here may not know what that's like. It could be very, very bad waters. Or, but you're rich. You can live outside and whatever you want. No one is looking to kill you. You are Nicki Minaj. But seeing that you have those Chester, Pee Wee Herman, husband and brother that like to mess with little kids and everything, you know. Not only did you secure citizenship by purchasing a gold card from Donald Trump, maybe he can help you in the pardoning of your brother and your husband. Pee Wee Hermans. Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. Money. It seems to me that money is your identity. Money presents your charisma. Money presents your character. Money presents your style. Money presents who you are when you just may be a different person under that money. Ain't that right, Nicki Minaj? And speaking of celebrities, we have Ray J. You all know Ray J. You know, Brandy's brother. If I had one wish. And right now, he's wishing for another day of life. Seeing that he has only 25% of his heart capacity. According to the reports, he said that his doctor said that he was going to die next year. Yeah, Ray J. You know, the one that was dealing with that Kardashian trash chick, the devil worshiper or witch. Maybe she has something to do with his heart. I mean, you look at all of the brothers that have dealt with these Kardashian women, they haven't turned out too well. They haven't turned out too well. They're on drugs. They getting arrested. They having meltdowns. They having mental crisis. Hey, man, that's the reality, You can choose to live in that bubble if you want to, but the evidence is there, okay? Stay away from them people. Kardashians, trash. Like Ray J said, I had it first. Kanye. But Kanye is not, fighting for his life right now, Ray J. But he is doing some other business. But for those of you out there who are Ray J fans, send him some love. Send him some prayers that he may live as long as what the doctors predicted him to live, which is 2027. He has a set going on, a production that's going to take about, 25 weeks more of his life. But he says that he's going over to Haiti. He says that he's going over to Haiti to get this medical procedure to help him live longer. However, the U.S. says that you should not go to Haiti. There's a couple of countries right now that the U.S. said that you shouldn't go to. Haiti, Cuba, Ukraine, Palestine, Iran. That you shouldn't go to. Like, in Haiti, they got people just chop, 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 chop. When they walk out the door in the morning, You know, like the Chinese man does pepper steak. Chop, 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 chop. It's going down there. But this is where he say he's going for some medical procedures and hopefully to sustain his life. And we hope that for him. Despite he's an artist, entertainer, that don't do nothing for people who helped him get to where he is, meaning the black community, white community, Chinese community, Peloponnesian community, whoever listens to Ray J. What has Ray J done for you? Nothing. However, as a decent human being, we should ask for the sustainability of lives of people that somewhat made us happy with their music, with their movies. We have to thank these people. So, shouts out and prayers up for Ray J, okay? Who we got out here? Now to the comment section here. Get on. Like the video. Drink water. You broski, man. Hey, what's up with you? Now, we got this guy in the chat room here. I don't know if he's still here, okay? Because I went on for a minute and got into what I got into. I don't know if that's 6 L's or 6 L's. Smalls L's with ha 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 ha. What that, brother? I just got here, blah, 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 blah. And what's that, uncle? Now, we do want to send shots out to Fabio De Stefano 10. What it is. That head so round. Yeah, like a milk dud, okay? That's right, milk dud. Rub all on it, you know what I'm saying? Rub your crystal ball. Maybe you'll see your future. Maybe I got the future for you, you know? Can you give me like a $10 donation in the bucket? Like they do on Fremont in Vegas. Insane, you all. Fabio, what's up? Y'all good? Y'all good? Yo, Sonny. Crying, laughing at what you said. Oh, gee. Okay. The glass is so big, uncle. Man, I like my glasses, bro. I like my glasses. They help me see. Now, I can see without my glasses. No problem. But when it comes to reading, man, it's like Chinese arithmetics. So I have to keep my shades on, you know, transitionals all day. Okay. That's all canon event. Shy Guy. You saw the last Alex Pretti video. Hey, we're going to get on Alex Pretti. Shy Guy. We're going to get on Alex Pretti. Trust me. We're going to get on Alex Pretti. It is my hopes that you have maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so until we get into that. Jesus is God. Shouts out to Flower Seeing Her Hair. Flower Seeing Her Hair. Shouts out to you. Message Hill for review. There's only one God, Yah. Charlie James, ISIS IDF. Jason Cougar, 73 dead. I got you, man. I'm coming. I got the information for you. All right. We're going to get off into this, and that's what they want, okay? 73 people dead. You know, they have this winter storm going on right now that is affecting a lot of the South and a lot of the East. Okay. I would call it Operation Bomb Cyclone. Yeah. Even the Weather Channel called it a bomb cyclone, but I call it winter bomb cyclone. You have people that's in North Carolina that is experiencing weather and conditions that they haven't experienced before. Now, I remember there was a time when I stayed in North Carolina. Yeah, Fort Bragg. Yeah, Fort Bragg, right outside of Fayetteville. Yeah, I was there. 82nd? 82nd. And if you don't know what I mean by 82nd, that's 82nd Airborne. You suckers. Okay? But needless to say, we had like a 1 or 2 inch and they would close the town. And with the winter storm that they are undergoing right now, yeah, it's more than a couple of inches. People are without, electricity, power outages. Hundreds of thousands of people are without power outages, stretching from Texas all the way to the North Carolinas. It goes on further up to Boston, Maine, and everything in between, like New Hampshire and Connecticut. They're having bad weather storms that they haven't seen before. Is this the Hurt Machine? They even got snow in Florida, down in Tallahassee, West Palm Beach shores, which I love to hang out at. They're down to 30 degrees. Miami is not looking so somber right now. Yeah, y'all know that little Cuba down there in Miami. Yeah, little Cuba. It's a little pricey down there, little Cuba. But, it is what it is. Now, before we get to what we're going to get into, I want to send shots out to the family of Jimmy Chase. Jimmy Chase is a 40-year-old man who was attacked and fatally stabbed by Devon Hollowman, age 35. And just so happens that Jimmy had children, 3 children, by Devon Hollowman's present girlfriend. And they had a prior altercation before. But at the time of the fatal stabbing, Jimmy was trying to teach his 3 children how to ride a bike. Hey, I know it's hard out there for you brothers. I know you got to have a place to live, especially when it's wintertime. You got to have a cubby hole, okay? But if you're going to deal with a woman who have children, make sure that you have a respectful relationship with the children's father that she may have children with prior to you. That will make your relationship last better. Okay? And it just may keep you alive, unlike Jimmy. Jimmy's dead right now. And that's sad. And this happened right in New Jersey, you all. We know it's hard out here. We know that a black man really don't have no place to go except to a black woman that's on Section 8 or housing. Or he may have a Caucasian girl that he gets pregnant and then she sends him to jail forever because of child support. Because a lot of women out here, especially Caucasian women, are using black men with jobs for child support. Haven't you all seen these videos online? It's just not me. They talk about black men being the worst man, the worst father, the worst this, the worst that. But you have a lot of white fathers, Caucasian males, which is, by the way, the #1 domestic terrorist in America, who don't give a damn about their children. But they talk about the black man. That's a whole nother video. We don't want to get into that right now. I just had to throw that in. Yeah. But moving on to Chicago right now, since that we're finally here, Chicago is having a national boycott against ICE. Tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, Friday. This is a national boycott against ICE. Yeah. Check your local listings. Yeah. Now, this is nationwide against the abuse of ICE, against the killing of people that ICE has killed. Have they killed you? Should be the question. Have they targeted you? Should be the question. Now I know that ICE has targeted many of people, black people, white people, Hispanic people. They have targeted everybody except Chinese people. And we know that there's a lot of Chinese illegal immigrants here. Just go down here, downtown Chicago. Go to Soho in, New York. Go to Washington State. Damn, I just got a thumbs down. I had 10, but now they took me to 9. What did I say wrong? We're not speaking nothing but the truth. That's right. If you are in the comment section right now, and if you are attending this live video, we ask that you press the subscribe button right now. That is the best way to support this channel. Smash the like button. Smash the share button. Seeing that I just went from 10 likes to 9 likes. I mean, like, they don't think I'm paying attention. But the universe, God, universe, and nature told me don't worry about it, even during my meltdown. That's when it got me. During my meltdown. God, universe, nature. Shouts out to KRS-One. It's even got so bad here in Chicago. Not only are they staging a national boycott, but Mayor Brandon Johnson has also joined the march to abolish ICE. ICE, ICE, baby. Yeah, he has joined the march. Now, I don't know if that's a political move, but he didn't seem like he was too into the march, while video camera footage caught him during the march. Maybe he was so angry, I don't know what was going through his mind, but he's there. He's marching with the people, but I think that his mind was somewhere else. Maybe the retribution of Donald Trump. Maybe what it would cost him in his political career. But the thing is, he is out there. Not to mention the fact that he got 74 bodies on him. He should have his ass out there. Brandon Johnson, you should have your ass out there. Not only for the impeachment of Donald Trump and the abolishment of ICE, you should also have yourself out there for all of the money that you gave these immigrants that you cheated Chicagoans out of? Are you trying to save yourself? Are you trying to be a Nicki Minaj? Because Nicki Minaj says that Donald Trump is, the best president. I'm sorry. She says that Donald Trump, no, she said that she is Donald Trump's #1 fan. I had to get that right. Nicki Minaj, are you like that now, Brandon Johnson? Is that going through your head? Do you want President Donald Trump to say that you are the #1 head Negro in charge? Just like Nicki Minaj is the best rapper, which he specified? Or is Brandon Johnson out there just trying to save himself? Because I don't think he's trying to do nothing for the city. What do you think? I think he's trying to save himself. Now, with all of this activity that's going on with Chicagoans, you know that people in Chicago are going through job losses. Just like they had this Alton, Illinois steel company that just went out of business. 253 people laid off. Amazon, 16,000 jobs slashed. It's rough out here in America. You have all of these immigrants that come in legally and they get all of what you couldn't get legally. Even though you paid your taxes, you worked yourself to death, but they still get as an entitlement of what you don't get, even though you are an American citizen. Would you leave the United States of America like many celebrities are doing? Would you stay in the United States like many people are doing? Or have you just gotten to the point where, as you just said, giving the finger? Yeah. You've got Governor Pritzker here, okay? Here in Chicago, Illinois. Well, the state of Illinois, because he's the governor. He don't stay in Chicago, but he's the governor of Illinois. Yeah, that Pritzker dude. Did you hear what the Trump administration told him? They told Pritzker, we need like 300 soldiers, National Guards. And if you don't want to agree with our request that the Trump administration offered him, the Trump administration said they would take the guards. We don't need your approval to take your National Guard. They want to militarize the city. All blue states are militarized. Even some red states like Arkansas. Arkansas is a state. Okay, I'm sorry about that. But the Republican governor of that state welcomed Donald Trump's help. Pritzker, on the other hand, in Illinois said, we don't need your help. Now, there has been 16 shootings since ICE has been deployed since July of 2025. 16 shootings. Some of them ended up in deaths. Okay. Ironic, the same amount of number got arrested in Minnesota. 16 people. got arrested. 1616. Just ironically, 16 people got arrested in Minnesota for boycotting and standing against ICE at a hotel. I just had to throw in the 1616, okay? It was just there, okay? Do you think that ICE is violating the constitutional rights of American citizens? Do you think that Kristi Noem, who put the fire back on Donald Trump when she said that I only does what he tell me to do? Kristi Noem is not going anywhere. She's going to keep her position. And Donald Trump says that she's doing a great job. So she's not going to lose her position, whether you're in Memphis, New York, Maine, Chicago, Minneapolis. And speaking of Maine, Susan Collins, the senator for Maine, confirmed that the end of ICE is done with in the state of Maine. Do you remember the catch of the day that they had back in Maine, maybe last week? Yeah. Anyway, right. Donald Trump and Illinois. Now, with all of these job losses that you got going, Amazon, the Alton Steel, people better be careful out here, because you know that when you don't have jobs, people commit crime. And here in Chicago, the FBI, the feds, came and raided in Little Village over here on 21st and Washington. They raided the place for drug activity. We know that where there's poverty, there's crime. Where there's no jobs, there's crime. People have to survive some type of way. And most people sell drugs. That's not nothing new. But Donald Trump is stepping it up with the feds, with raids, with immigration and everything. So if you're out there selling dope, weed is legal in Illinois. So, selling that cocaine, selling that rock, selling those mollies, then people come to see you. Not only in Little Village, but they costing people out here in Village. Damn. Anyway, in the suburbs of Chicago, Villa Park. Thank you. Villa Park, right here off of Division Street. Yeah, they got some people cracking down on drugs, cracking down on crime. Oh, we just starting right here, okay? We just starting right here. It has gotten so bad. Not only do they not want you to commit, well, they do want you to commit crimes so that you can be incarcerated to live. But it has gotten so bad that the people who go to jail, they racing in jail for honey buns. I want y'all to remember that. Have you all seen the video? Now, I know you're like, where did you go? I just went right in, in sequence. We're talking about jail, poverty, crime, drugs. And when you go to jail, you just may be running a sprint race to get you a honey bun. It's sad that the people that I saw on this video, you can Google it, prisoner inmates racing for a honey bun. Is it that bad? I don't see white people that's in prison racing for a honey bun. It's got to be some people that look like me, which is sad. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Even in jail, we are still competing against ourselves for a honey bun. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Also, for you people that's going on this national strike that's happening tomorrow, make sure you took some PTO. Okay? If you're a student here in Illinois, you will not receive an excused absence if you participate in boycotting ICE and Donald Trump. If you're working for a private employer here in Illinois, you could be fired because Illinois is a, what they call it? At-will state. Illinois is at a at-will state, meaning that private employers can fire you for this reason, for that reason, or no reason. So if you got a job like that, make sure that, you take some PTO. Because you can't get fired for attending the national boycott and abolishment of ICE, whatever city and state that you're from, but specifically here in Illinois, because I don't know what's going on in your state, but I do know that it is a national boycott. So make sure you take some time off. And most students don't care anyway because they ain't learning nothing in public schools anyway. Just think about it. It has gotten that bad when you got high school students, college students looking to abolish ICE, but not only that, to abolish this administration. It's crazy. Also, in addition to the Illinois information, do you all remember Sonia Massey? Do you all remember her? The black woman that was shot and killed in her kitchen by Sean Grayson? The cop out there by Springfield, Illinois. Well, today, he got sentenced to 20 years in prison. Wow. Maybe that should send a warning to all of these Ku Klux Klan policemen who want to shoot and kill black people because they feel that they can get away with it. Your time is up. You got good white people, you got bad white people, you got good black people, black bad people, black Chinese, Jamaican, Mexican, Japanese, Ecuadorian, whatever you are in this country. If you are one of those bad people, your time is up. Donald Trump will be the last. Wow, where did that come from? Donald Trump would be the last unrighteous, evil man that you will have as a president in this country in his realm. Meaning that somebody else that's going to come into power as president, they're not going to be as bad as he is. But this dude is at the helm of evil. Like 100. He even says that he's the last president of this country. But not only that, he told you in his own words that 2025 was the last Merry Christmas that you will have. Y'all think about that. No jobs. None at all. But he's asking people to join his Trump account. He's asking people to join his Trump account. After you've mistreated people in America, after you've taken away minority struggles from the Smithsonian, from Washington, D.C., from other institutions across America, you took that away. And you put up all of your conservative pioneers who raped, who lynched, who robbed, who stole, who committed injustice to American people. But yet you ask the people of America to donate to your Trump fund. Y'all better stop playing with me. Can I get a like up in the building? Yeah, I had to close my eyes for that one. That's just too much information. I hope you all got the vision. And in this Trump account, you can invest $1,000 for your baby, not for you, but for your baby. Not for you. An account that's for your baby that when they get 18 years old after their investment, Donald Trump says that they should have $50,000. But according to further reports, you will only have $4,500 after 18 years. And these children have to be born between 25 and 27. Yeah, 2025 and 2027. If I'm not mistaken. And I'm hoping that I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know in the chat. I know, excuse me, let me get some water. Now, Donald Trump ain't been a good president at all for this country. Even the red states who voted for him, and all of the MAGA lovers who voted for him, and how he tricked you into voting for him. Y'all see that it was just a gaslighting, just smoke. But now he wants you to invest in him after he done took away your rights, after he done took away your struggle, after he done took away everything that minorities have strived for in this country. He takes it away, but yet he asks you to invest in his Trump fund. The big, beautiful bill. Come on now. Y'all better stop playing with me. And just think, if you're one of those foolish people, I may need some more water here. And if you're one of those foolish people who invest in this, and I say that you're foolish because you don't know where this world economy or the United States economy is going to be tomorrow, let alone 18 years. If you save, you can invest $1,000 and have more for you can have like $20,000 saved in 20 years without even investing in this program. I'm just saying. Another con, another quick way to get your money, another quick way to continue and further brainwash you into the indoctrination of Donald Trump's cult. Yeah, you become a minion. Make America great again, and all of the people who are talking, let's make America great again, meaning those little supporters who voted them in, he is now hurting them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He hurting them so bad that white people was crying. Well, we have been crying 450 years, okay? Now they finally crying. Don't cry now. We've been trying to tell you all along. We've been trying to tell you all along. But now that someone has came and bit your ass where it hurts, which is the pocket, now we're suffering. Not just the minority of the country, but the majority of the country is now feeling the punch of Trump. Do I feel sorry or bad for all of those people who are feeling the punch of Trump, the punch of Trump who they've never really felt before? I don't feel sorry for you. We were telling you all along. Donald Trump. Donald Trump has gotten so Gestapo with it, right? Yeah. Seeing we talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump has gotten so Gestapo with it that he removed Gregory Bovino and he replaced him with the border Caesar, Tom Homan. Oh, we getting to that. Oh, we're most definitely getting to that. Shouts out to Haas. According to the press conference that Tom Homan had, the Cesar Border Control, he just reached an agreement with Keith Ellison, who is the Attorney General for Minnesota, the state of Minnesota, that this is the bombshell. They are going to have control of the jails and prisons. Oh my God. Did y'all just hear me? No, y'all didn't hear me. Press that like button. Press that subscribe button. Did you just hear me? The Caesar of Border Control, Tom Homan, and his team of ICE versus Gregory Bovino will take part in the controlling of jails and prisons in the state of Minnesota. Y'all better stop playing with me. He even goes on to say, yeah, that Tom Homan dude? Oh, we are not here to end the immigration crackdown. He just said it in a subtle way. We're here to make it worse. He said in a subtle way that we are here to make it worse. Strategies and procedures. Strategies and procedures. It has gotten so bad in the state of Minnesota that Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, says that he would never run for another elected political office again. He's done. 2027, he's done, according to his own words. With the welfare program scandal, with the political attack, with the shootings and the killings of Renee Good and Alex Pretti, which we will get to in a minute. Let me ask you something. We're talking about Donald Trump and Tim Walz. Are you a... Let me see what's in the comment section right here, because I'm going on right now. Crying, laughing, that what? Okay. We got this troll in the building, you all. I'm sorry about that. I need some more water. We got a troll in the building. Five I's or five L's, lower cap. Ha ha ha. This is canon event. Shy Guy, you saw the last Alex Pretti video. I'm coming with that, bro. Shy Guy, I got you. Shouts out to Shy Guy. Shouts out to Anthony Jones. Which God do they believe? Mark Chicago. Bro, what's going on, Mark Chicago? Mark in Chicago. Shouts out to Mark Chicago in the building. I hope that you all are still in the chat room. I know I've been running on a rat with this Donald Trump dude, but it's been serious. It's been nothing but the truth, and it's been nothing but ill, straight up. Is that Sylvia? Sylvia Conrad? He said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. Okay, we're going to get to you, Sylvia. Sylvia, who's in control? Is God in control, or is it Donald Trump in control? According to Nicki Minaj, she said that God is protecting Trump. Are you saying that God is not protecting Trump? Or is that God is placing Trump here for our demise, for our punishment, for our, not believing? When he's draining the swamp, draining all of American currency for himself? Hell, he even said that he took over Venezuela and he would be in charge of those funds. I don't think God in charge right now. I don't think God in charge right now. Satan is in charge. Now, if God created the devil, Sylvia, okay, why didn't he just kill the devil? When he know that the devil was going to cause all of this mischief. Why didn't he just kill the devil? Sylvia? Because we have been miseducated on who's God and who's devil. I'm going to leave that alone. That's a whole nother different topic. Whole nother different demonstration. Okay? But I hope I answered your question. And if not, Sylvia, we can continue on for a minute. But I'm going to stay on topic. Okay? Sour seeing her hair. Hey, I remember you. I remember you. Flower seeing her hair. I remember you from a few of my lives. Shouts out to Flower seeing her hair. We thank you for being here. He said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. Just like Karen Bible Lover. Where's Karen Bible Lover at? I remember people out here. I don't get an opportunity to say all of your names, and I'm sorry that I got, gas, burp, but it is what it is. All of us has, at one time or another. Charlie James, ICE is IDF. Jason Cougar, 73 dead. See, I ain't even got back to the 73 dead, you all. But like I said, I talked about the 73 dead with the people that's undergoing this Operation Bomb Cyclone. And I call it Operation Bomb Cyclone because people, hundreds of thousands of people, are freezing to death, having hypothermia. Yeah, I see you out there. I don't know if I went through that earlier. That was over an hour ago. But I thought I expounded upon that, but if I didn't, I will now, okay? Before I go back to what I was talking about. But if you know somebody that's out there in the cold, man, they ain't got no lights, no heat, no gas. You know, some of them are living in their car right now, you know, or living in the street because a lot of people are homeless right now. Take them some food, take them some socks, take them a coat, take them some gloves, you know. Try to help them keep them warm. You know, some people are living in their cars right now because they can't stay in their house because it's so cold. Yeah, so they have to leave their car running all day. And that's including their wife, their children, themselves. 100. So if I didn't get a chance to say that earlier, because I just been running on a rant, I am so full of information. I don't know if one live is going to do me per day. Hey, you all done woke a sleeping giant up, Y-O-U-T-U-B-E. You all have woken a sleeping giant up, Y-O-U-T-U-B-E. And the help that I need in regards to that other stuff, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. So you all support the channel right now. You can support this channel right now without paying a dime. Because I know most people don't have a penny right now. We're all struggling. But if you want to support this channel, you can support this channel through the subscribe button, through the like button, through the share button. And share the information. And make sure that you hit that bell that says all, that you know, so that you can receive notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE, okay? Sorry about the tongue twister. Hispanic born and raised here in San Antonio. Oh, we get to that. We get to that. Shouts out to Ansan the Great. We appreciate you, Ansan the Great. We appreciate you, Angie Scott. We appreciate you, Terry Williams. We appreciate you, Wayward Taylor. We appreciate you, William Davis, Mary Simpson, Sid Mokrani, Joseph. How do you pronounce your last name? Bird. Joseph. We're just going to call you Joseph, okay? Jason Cougar. And you got some really nice threads. Man, I appreciate you. Okay, so maybe now that we done caught up with the comments here. God bless Texas. $5,000 in cash. Who is that? Jay Nice. Shouts out to Jay Nice. Shouts out to Eric Smith. Shouts out to PF2110. Shouts out to Michael Durfee. Shouts out to Kelly Walmart. Shouts out to Dr. This guy push Assy Larry to shame. Dr. D-I-A-R-R-H-E-H. D-I-A-R-H-H-E-A. Doctor, we send shouts out to you. We don't want to mispronounce your name. Jack Tack, another black man who's not worried about his own people, but everywhere else. Oh, man, you really at it right now, okay? We're going to get to Jack Stack. All of this is leading up to where I'm going. Shouts out to Jack Stack, okay? We're going to give you some energy, man. Zimmy Gaming, black version of the man from Six Flags. I like that, man. You made my day with that one. You made my day with that one, man. Did we catch up here? Mary Simpson. Having fun. Shouts out to Mary Simpson. Heartbreaker. Hello, I'm 14-year-old boy. Can we be friends? Man, be friends with your dad, okay? You can become a subscriber, but be friends with your dad, okay? Not me. We don't roll that way. Must be another troll. Lisa Jones, Joe Blank, school, you sound crazy, man. This is the typical African intelligence. How am I speaking African intelligence when I'm speaking American intelligence? When I'm speaking for humanity? When I'm speaking for society? I'm not just speaking for black people. Silly. Silly man on the set. We're going to call him Silly Man. What's his name again? Blue Oxygen. Yeah, Blue Oxygen, you still out there? We're going to call you Silly Man right now. Because if you've been listening to this live, maybe you're another troll. Maybe you're one of those MAGA supporters. Maybe you're a Trump lover. Maybe you should research the John Birch Society. Maybe you should, research that Hampton Institute they got going on in D.C. Maybe you're one of those right-wingers, like Charlie Kirk, you know what I'm saying? And I forgot the other guy name. I ain't did a story on him in so long. But the other right-winger that's here from Illinois, the guy that was under Charlie Kirk, that felt that he was underdeserved. Somebody help me out in the chat room. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Jay Nice, Miss and Image Rick. Let's go, Trump. I don't support no sides. Hey, we agree with you there. No Pino that guy. No Pino that guy. No Pino that guy. We send shots out to you, man. Rick Garcia. La Raza support ICE and Donald Trump. We the people support ICE like you know. Oh, we're going to get to that, man. ICE, baby. What's going on, Tony Collins? Tony Collins in the building, you all. Richard Davis, play that game where you try to get a watermelon read something. Ocean Waves, I subscribe. You have a good channel. I appreciate you, Ocean Wave, and I will subscribe to your channel once this live is over. I will subscribe. I try to subscribe to people that subscribe to me. Sometimes I don't get around to it, but I eventually get to it. But I want to say thank everybody out there. But most of the people I haven't got to yet. That's just keeping it a buck. And that's on me. I've been too busy with AdSense and having meltdowns, trying to get some cash off YouTube. But you know what? If you all wasn't here in this building, I would teach the same as if it was one. I would really teach the same. I would really bring you the news the same. Sometimes it may be a little bit discouraging, but I will bring it to you. Helen Turner said hi. Shouts out to Helen Turner. Shouts out to Nolene True. Jay Nice. Gator Stop. What kind of crack have you been smoking, man? We don't smoke crack over here, man. Go fix those teeth. Man, I got great teeth. Let's see your teeth. Are you one of those people like that be on the dental commercials and they say that you got a new great smile after you got fake teeth? No, these are real teeth. Real teeth. And you're not going to knock them out. Shouts out to Liz. Okay, we're going to give you one, Liz. Liz Wild Desert Life. Where you from, Liz? Liz Wild Desert Life. Are you from Arizona? Are you from California? Are you in Utah? Seeing that you talk about the desert and everything. I like the West Coast. Someone get him some milk. Old and obsolete clothes. Well, we don't want to talk about clothes. Clothes are clothes. Some people can't even clothe themselves. Liz Wild Desert Life. We know that you are most definitely a troll because you're looking at what I'm dressed like versus the information that I'm bringing you. We know that you're a troll. Take your ass over there to the dirty section of YouTube. We most definitely know that you are a troll. You are in wall fear. Liz Wild Desert Life. Now I know that there's typo errors, okay? But you can't even spell. You didn't even try to correct yourself. She said warfare versus welfare. What welfare? I don't know what she's talking about, but seeing that you want to be a troll and everything, it's all good with me. Nick Fortier, look good to me. Hey, thumbs up to Nick out there. Thumbs up to Nick out there. Now, a while ago, because I know y'all tried to get me off my conversation here, okay? We were talking about Donald Trump. We were talking about Minnesota. We were talking about the bombshell that Tom Homan just hit people with. How he's taking control of the jails and the prison, working with Minneapolis police and prison guards and Keith Ellison, who is the Attorney General. Okay? Now, with all that's happening, let's get to this 5-year-old. We're going to get to Pretti in a minute. You all talk about this 5-year-old who was taken from his house and was used as bait to lure other people outside their homes so that ICE agents can arrest them and detain them. Yes, they did that. And he left from Minnesota all the way to Texas, okay? Just like that. Just like that. This has received so much national attention that Democratic congressman had went down there to Texas, Lee, Texas, and spoke to the young boy and his dad. And the young 5-year-old said that he just want to go home. But Donald Trump has detained him. This young 5-year-old is suffering trauma right now. Got ICE agents with guns, snatching his dad, snatching him, transporting them to a whole nother section of the country where they got bugs in the food, where they got water that stinks that you have to drink, that women have to mix with baby formula so that their kids can drink some water and have some milk. Texans are outrageous right now because they want not only him and his dad released, but a whole lot of people that's up there in the detention centers, aka concentration camps in Texas. Oh, we didn't forget about the 5-year-old boy. No, I told you we're just getting started here. Thanks for chiming in. And if this is your first time chiming in, we ask that you like, share, and subscribe. That's it. That's the best way to support this channel at this present moment. Subscribe, like, and share. If you want to send a super thanks, great. If you want to send a super, great. But we just appreciate subscribe, like, and share, okay? But the 5-year-old boy, let me ask you all something. If you were a politician, would you have went and seen that boy? The 5-year-old boy that's held in the concentration camp in Texas, aka the detention center. Would you have seen him? Probably no, because how many Democrats they got in the House, right? And only one came to see him. And seeing that Minnesota is a Democratic state, not one of them came to see him. Except the congressman, the Democratic dude. I forget his name. I try to remember everything, but some things I can't. Can't remember everything. I got to miss something. But I don't try to now. But I give the man his credit. I give the man his credit for going to check on that little boy That's sad that we have to deal with this. That boy didn't have nothing to do with Donald Trump, what Donald Trump got going on, or his dad got going on. The 5-year-old boy just became a casualty of war. Okay? Just like many other people. Now, yeah, I'm bashing Donald Trump ass. But like I said, in all of my other videos, I like the idea that he's trying to get the immigrants out of America. The illegal ones. The ones that don't belong here. The ones that commit crime. The ones that commit robbery, mayhem, murders, stabbing, carjackings, selling drugs. Those immigrants gotta go. I ride with him on that. But all of his other policies with this administration, because there's really not too much to go on. There's really not too much to go on. But however, like I said, it got so bad on Tim Walz that, he's not doing the office no more. No political office. Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota, career is over politically, according to him. Donald Trump got his foot on his neck. Now, with that guy Tom Homan and Keith Ellison, they trying to get ICE to have a limited visit, with the mask and everything. Yeah, people are afraid of people like that. I mean, back in the day when I was growing up here in Chicago, we used to have ski masks on all the time in the wintertime because it's so cold. You got to keep your cheeks warm. You got snot coming out your nose. Got to keep your chin warm, your face warm. But nowadays, ICE has turned a full face mask into a villain. ICE has turned that into one who is a villain with a gun, mind you. And seeing that we're in Minnesota right now with Donald Trump, for what all of you all have been waiting for in regards to Alex Pretti. Alex Pretti, according to new video footage, shows that he was an antagonist. 11 days prior to his death, he was seen kicking out the light bulb, the light structure, the whole fixture of the back end of an ICE vehicle. Kicked it out, all on camera. Cannot be disputed. And he had a gun in the back of his waistband at the time. So, just from putting one dot to another dot, ICE agents already knew who he was when they caught him over there by that donut shop. They said that this is the same guy. The same guy who had a gun on him, whom we released at one point. We sprayed tear gas and all of that to control the crowd. But we know he had a gun on him. We got him down to the ground. We didn't arrest him. We didn't take him to detention. And we didn't kill him at that time. But Alex Pretti came back to the scene 11 days later, possibly with the same gun that was loaded with 2 magazines, and he's agitating ICE. Let me get some water here. Yeah, we're getting warm right now. ICE agents already knew who the man was, okay? When they re-encountered him by the donut shop. And like I said, they already knew that man had a gun anyway. But it's okay in that because it's okay to carry a gun. That a right to bear arms is a constitutional right. I don't care if it's doing a protest. I don't care if it's doing a peaceful march. I don't care if you're going down the street to the grocery store. You may can't have one in the casino, but yeah, no guns in the casino, okay? But you can just about carry them around anywhere that you want as long as you have your card, you got a permit, you're a legal holder. So you mean to tell me that you have all of these ICE officials out there that is presenting themselves with guns, trying to intimidate the protesters of ICE, meaning the citizens of Minnesota? You mean to tell me that ICE is the only ones that can have guns when it is your constitutional right to bear arms? It didn't say you have a constitutional right to bear arms only when there's no ICE agents involved. No. It says you have the right to bear arms and to protect yourself. But Alex Pretti was not protecting himself. Alex Pretti was being an antagonizer. Oh, I know y'all don't want to agree with me. Just like Renee Good. Renee Good was being an antagonizer. It's sad that she lost her life, but she was an antagonizer, just as Alex Pretti was, native from Park Ridge, Illinois, that moved to Minnesota, and I think he went to school somewhere in Wisconsin, but he ended up in Minnesota, and he was an agitator. He could have stood back among the crowd. Now, he could have stood back. I'm just going to keeping it a buck now. He could have stood back from the agitators and stood in the crowd of people that wasn't up in ICE face. He took his cell phone and went up in ICE face, recording them, agitating them, after the fact that they just let him live 11 days earlier. And he had a gun. And ain't nothing wrong with the gun. But my gun is God, universe, nature. Not a 9mm, okay? But, you know, we do have them around us. Hey, you got to keep some goons around you somewhere, right? Especially when you're putting your life on the line. And anytime you get on YouTube and you speak truth, you better have some goons around you somewhere, even if they don't see them. And sometimes that's the best way to roll. Gangsters move in silence. However, that wasn't the case of Alex Pretti. Now, his parents say that they knew about the incident that occurred 11 days before when he kicked the light fixture out of the ICE truck's agent, they truck. But they were not expecting that footage to be leaked. Now Donald Trump, Kristi Noem, Gregory Bovina, ICE agents, the feds have something to stand on now. And trust me, they are not going to be apologetic about the situation. They are persecuting the case to the fullest, and they are going to say that we had justifiable cause to kill this man. You see? But he put himself out there. What do you think? Just from the dots that I put together, from the information I gathered, I think that Alex Pretti put himself out there to be killed. He was probably doing a righteous protesting thing. But you do it once and you come back, the ICE members may have felt that he insulted them. And he still got away. And the only way that he got away, and the only reason he probably got away, was because he was a white man. If Alex Pretti had been a black man, do you think all of this news coverage would have been available all over the world? If that was a black man in Minneapolis with a gun facing ICE, and we're not talking about Paul Birdsong with his fake ass, okay? We're talking about a average everyday citizen in Minneapolis over there on 26 and Nicolette, and it was a black man who had a gun. Do you think he would have had a second chance like Alex Pretti did get from his first initial contact with ICE? The answer would be hell no. He would be dead, and that would be the end of it. That's not even up for debate. How many times have we seen this across America? When the police, ICE, or whoever, law enforcement, gets away with shooting and killing a black man. Just like they just shot that white girl over there here in Illinois, down there by East St. Louis in that drive-thru. What's her name? Rachel Tarrant? I did a story on her the other day. Let's see what this is about. Let's see how this rolls, Donald Trump. Oh, we just warming up here. Who we got here in the chat room? People all in here. Text support. Let him live. Follow your destiny. I appreciate you. Shouts out to Follow Your Destiny. Shouts out to tech support. Shouts out to Angel 12 Butcher. Now he's dead. Was it worth it? He could have been home with his family, but no, it's too late. I agree with you. He put himself out there fighting for an immigrant, for a cause that wasn't his. He even had a permit to legally have a gun and walk around it with him all across the state of Minnesota. But that wasn't good enough. When you fight for the rights of other people who are not here legally, I understand that most of us here are illegals. Anyway, we are already immigrants. And I'm not just saying that the native red Indian $5 dude is the native. Do your history. We were already here, meaning people that look like me. Just ask Christopher Columbus. Not even up for debate. But the thing is that when you have ICE who is able to shoot and kill American citizens, that is wrong. That is wrong. Even Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, said, don't trust the U.S. government. And Donald Trump today is giving you more reasons of why not to trust him. Even with his con, with the Trump account. It got so bad for his wife, Melania, that the Republicans had to buy out her box office tickets with her documentary because it was a blockbuster bust. So if you go see Melania Trump at the movie theaters, you giving Donald Trump money? No. Maybe some of those MAGA lovers, but the majority of the country, whom appears to be on record voting-wise, are MAGA lovers. But now he's giving you the big green weenie with no Vaseline. And we don't feel sorry for you. Trump is on a retribution campaign. A retribution of war and blood. Just look at what's going on down there in Georgia right now. Fulton County. The feds seized information in regards to the voting ballots of 2020. Do you know what that's going to do? Is Trump trying to stage a what's the word I want to use? Is Trump trying to stage a distraction? Simple word, just flip my mind. Is Trump trying to stage a distraction from the terror that he's doing by sending feds to raid the voters' ballot boxes or votes or tallies in Fulton County, Georgia? What is that going to do for him? Could that give him more incentive to cancel midterm elections? Could that give him more incentive to say that it's all fake? Now, Donald Trump said that he wanted over what they had. I feel y'all out there. I'm coming. I'm coming. I see y'all out there. What is the purpose of him doing that? And mind you, with all of this chaos going on, America is looking at a government shutdown by tomorrow. Let me get the lights up. If y'all didn't know, America, what they call the greatest country in the world, is facing another shutdown within 3 months. Now, the FBI, the DEA, ICE, and the U.S. Marshals will still work, but without no pay. I'm sure Trump will give it back to him some kind of way, but maybe not, saying that he ain't paid all of those people who helped build some of his other buildings. We're just saying. Yeah. So American shutdown. So if that does happen, if you got something on your link card, we call it link in Chicago. If you're in Wisconsin, they call it EBT. Some people call it SNAP. Hey, hopefully you got some money on that card, okay? Because ain't no telling how long this shutdown is going to last. Especially if the Democrats stay firm. If they stay firm. And by the way, if you're a Chicagoan, like I said, there's no shopping, there's no buying of anything, and there's no going to work and no school tomorrow. What side of the fence will you be standing on? I know what side of the fence I'll be standing on. I'll be in the house. What about you? And why would I be in the house? I didn't vote him in. And I can't vote him out. Only you can do that. And how many signatures do you need? They say they have over 100,000 signatures already to impeach this man. Not going to work, not buying anything. It's a good idea, but it's not going to happen. People still going to shop. And before I leave you all, I want to give you this bonus. I want to give you this bonus before I leave, okay? So YouTube, okay? Just bear with me. If you're going to the Super Bowl, because we're talking about ICE now. If you're going to the Super Bowl, ICE will be at the Super Bowl. Right outside the stadium, okay? ICE will be at the Super Bowl. So you all beware. Because ICE, baby, is waiting for you. Whether you're coming in or coming out. They're not going to interrupt the Super Bowl, but they will be waiting for you. And you all spending how many grand to go see the game? And you got to worry about the Gestapo? Is it even worth going to? I'm just saying. You know, even for white people, because they get shot and dead. I'm just... They get shot and dead. So when law enforcement of this country, federal agents, is killing white people, you all should take that as a sign of the times. I'm just saying. Hey, we're about to get out of here. And if there's anything that I like that you said, make sure you press the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. And like I said, press the comments, a like and a share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. If you are into history, audiobooks, go over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE. All one word, no space. And you will find audiobooks like Stolen Legacy, Black Man of the Nile and His Family, The Destruction of Black Civilization, The Fall of America, As a Man Thinketh, The Message to the Black Man in America, The Demonology of King James, The Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca, From Babylon to Timbuktu, The Miseducation of the Negro, The World's 16 Crucified Saviors, along with another 800 to 900 videos on that channel. So get yourself over there, MOPOWERZ. And if you are into traveling, we have traveled all 3,000 by 2,000 miles of this U.S., all the way from Washington to Maine, Maine down to Florida, Florida all the way up to California, all the way back up to Washington. Even did something at the White House. Philadelphia won't be the same no more. It's a shame that if you've never been to Philadelphia, you've missed all of the historical slavery facts that was there at George Washington House, because Donald Trump has removed all of that. The Georgia Guidestones, they gone. Sorry you didn't see that. If you've never been down to Black Wall Street, take yourself down there to the Greenwood districts. You can still feel the energy. Take yourself to Ruby Red Mountain. Take yourself down to West Palm Beach shores, okay? Take yourself to the Mopop Museum. Take yourself to the Black Holocaust Museum in Milwaukee. Take yourself to the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis. Take yourself to the Rock and Roll Museum in Ohio. Take yourself to the NFL Hall of Fame in Ohio. Take yourself to the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Ohio. We've did that. We've done that. We've conquered that. Arizona, ley lines. If you want to know what energetic vortexes feel like, take a ride with us to Langley, Washington, where we went to the ley lines. I can't wait till they get to the ones in Oregon. They say that they're more powerful, but they do have some in Sedona, Arizona that I went to, and they are nothing like the ones that I've been to in Langley, Washington. So if you want to have that experience, take yourself over there to Langley, Washington. When you get to Seattle, you got to get on the ferry and everything, okay? With the car. Yeah, ferry with the car, baby. Okay? And if you are into Chicago old school, hip-hop, gangster rap, R&B, spoken word, comedy, get yourself Chicago Street Clips. Get yourself over to my last channel, THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. That's THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, here on YOUTUBE. and find the likes of Twister, find the likes of Shauna, find the likes of Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Triple Darkness, Drama War, Common, Dead Prayers, Mecca, Mano, Affiliated Fellas, Official Business, Lunatic the Messiah. Get yourself over there. THEMOSHOW Classics. If you are into comedy, we got Bernie Mac over there from Chicago. We got Richard Pryor. We got Dion Cole from Chicago. We got Diane Corder. We got Reggie Reg. We got Quintella. Yeah. We got a whole bunch of people over there. Lavelle Crawford. Get yourself over there. And if you are into pop rap, we got MC Hammer. All over there. THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word. No space here on YOUTUBE. On your way out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. Thank you for viewing, you all. Never ever give up on your dreams. And that's my time. We'll see you tomorrow.